Good morning, and welcome to the Deal Room Live, the daily real estate deal tank powered by Titan Impact Group, a global leader in AI-driven real estate investing and funding, where the real estate world meets speed, precision, and profit. And bring us your deal so we can put it into our AI model that analyzes and structures real estate deals in minutes, generates all the docs you need to get the deal done, and gives you a verified, unbiased breakdown of due diligence report. The investors get the advantage of getting fully vetted AI-analyzed deals that cut their due diligence time down by 60%. So you're in the right place. Let's open the deal room now and get into today's opportunity.
What's up, people?
Good morning.
I think I have a deal we might want to do a quick run on.
Okay. Well, we were on mute. I didn't realize that. Anyway, good morning. I said, good morning, Blake. And then he didn't say nothing. So I'm like, all right, Blake's mad at me.
Good morning.
We had these pictures of Blake that I made on AI, and I kind of had a little fun with them. Let's see if Catherine can hear him.
So you thought he was mad?
So yeah, I'm like, oh, now he's mad at me.
No, those photos were awesome. So
And then I said, Tracy, how did you like that presentation yesterday? Did you find value in it? And you just kind of sat there and you're like, well,
You're like, well,
And I'm
nobody
like-
likes me today.
okay, nobody all right, I'm going to sign off today. I'm going to sign
No,
off.
That presentation was nice. I'm really liking that Notebook LM, how it does the presentations. They're bright and like classy, and they're really nice, aren't they?
Well, and again, like we got to say Notebook LM is probably maybe like 75% of it. And the true amazing creators behind I call her the Wizard of Oz back there. Cause if y'all could see what it looks like to be me, hold on. How can you guys see it? Right here. Ready? We're going to turn around and show all the wizards. We got phones, we got computers, more phones, all, and the wizards back there, just Wizard of Ozing back there all by herself. Right. And I'm out here pretending I'm Dorothy. I think the roles need to reverse though, to be honest with you. I'm very much a face for radio. Still, but
So
yeah, no,
I had a couple of deals come into my LinkedIn inbox. So one of them isn't super exciting, but it might be. I just have an address and a price, and it's land, and I want to see if we can find maybe the best use for it, and the viability with the price point and all of that stuff.
I like the idea of that. We can work on that. So if you want to pull that up, Lady Catherine's back there. She's going to be pulling up something. Are you on my account or your account?
Yours.
Okay. Are you able to share your screen with the agents? Did you want to show them that? We can do it from here.
Good morning,
right?
Catherine. Lady Catherine. I like that. That sounds nice.
Lady
Have a good ring to it.
Yeah, right. Here we go. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, Tracy, if you want to, as we're talking about this, if you want to pull your deal up and just run your deal, and then we'll share your screen, that would be perfect.
Okay.
Just put in the address. What has everybody got? What are the 3 words we got to use?
Run this deal.
Run this deal, and then away we go. I'm having to shut that door. The helicopter's flying by outside. It's crazy. So over here, this is called Marbelism. Catherine has dug into this program. And so marbelism.com, it's an AI. These are AI agents. You've got an executive assistant, social media manager, blog writer, sales associate, legal associate, and a receptionist. And I can tell you right now, it feels like Catherine has elevated herself to a whole new plateau in like how she's how she's managing all these things. You can see the notes that we have here. Catherine, do you want to describe this for about 3 minutes for folks?
Sorry, guys, I'm super tired today. So all these talk to each other. So it's like a whole team. Eva is the main executive assistant, and on my phone, I can actually like talk. I don't know why I can't do it on the computer, but anyways, it's an app, and I just talk to her, and I literally have been mind dumping the thousands of things I have to get done for all the projects and all the things. And then the social media manager, I still some fine tuning and stuff I have to do, but long story short is created all these social media posts. There's a lot of refining that we have to do, but there's allowed to be 40 social media posts a day, and I get across all the platforms. And according to Gary Vaynerchuk, we need to be posting at least 25 times a day.
Can I give some context to that? So Gary Vaynerchuk says you got to post 25 times a day, but like that's just out of context. He actually gives the formula. You got to go out and do what's called social currency. And what it is that you go and make 5 comments, right? You go find posts on social media that you can make 5, like, let's just say Facebook. You scroll Facebook, you see something you like, you go to the comment and you put in the comment, hey, this is great. I like it a lot. You do that 5 times to 5 different posts. That counts as 5 posts. When you go to 5 more posts, like let's say you don't want to leave a comment, go to 5 new posts and do a share. Just click on share to my timeline, share to my story, right? And you do that with 5 different posts. And on LinkedIn, it's like share with a comment or just repost without. So that you do that 5 times, that's 10. Then you get like this social media dude to do 10 posts, one every 2 hours throughout the day, right? And so you got 20 hours in a day. So he's literally posting from noon to midnight and back. So 20 posts throughout, 10 posts throughout the day on this automated thing, that brings you to 20 posts. You got to come up with 5 more. And the 5 more, Gary Vee says, is that you have to make what's called 5 organic posts. These are automated posts. You made 5 comments, 5 shares, and you did 10 automated posts. Do 5 organics and just put on there, hey, I'm thinking about dyeing my hair purple today. Feeling cute. Might delete later. Whatever, and you make that simple comment on your own posts and ask people to comment on it. Say, tell me what you would think if I dyed my hair purple, and try to get at least 5 people to comment on that. That right there is the Gary Vee 25 a day, right? Anyway, sorry for interrupting, man.
What's that person's name? I'm sorry. Gary who?
Gary Vee. Gary Vee is Gary Vaynerchuk.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
Vaynerchuk, something like that. Smart guy.
But he's known as Gary Vee on social media.
Yeah, Gary Vee. He's
So-
going to be here in Phoenix on the 13th. We're going to try to go see him on, was it Thursday or Friday? The 13th.
Then there's the blog. So she writes like longer posts. So she wrote some great stuff on opportunity zones. The very first one she actually wrote was on mobile home and RV parks. So, and then from there, it gets posted to all the things. So again, this is the very first one.
This is amazing. Absolutely amazing how all this stuff is right there, and that it's getting all this,
And then you can publish it.
Boom,
or
right
you can
from
go
there.
to a calendar and you can schedule it to be published.
Blake, you paying
Yeah.
attention,
Done.
right?
I've seen all this.
Is this cool or what, bro?
No, this is super cool. Definitely a big
Yeah.
time saver.
Then Stan is all about sales. And so he has been going out and finding actual leads for us. And these are the leads that he's already connected us to inside of LinkedIn so far.
Nice. That's
So-
really nice.
And I only started this, I don't know, I think it was like Saturday. I started playing around. There's a lot of stuff I got to do and more fine tuning and stuff. Then there's the legal associate. So I can run legal stuff past her. And then there's a receptionist that I can set up so that I can actually forward my calls and she will actually answer them and talk to people.
What does
I haven't set that
Marbelism
up
cost?
yet.
Is that like, does it cost monthly per agent or is it just a bundle package?
It's $20,000 a month to you, Tracy. You just got to pay us. We'll give you a 50% discount.
Really?
You wish.
No,
You and Amor can
it
split
comes out
it.
to be like $30 a month. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
so I have on my page, I have a favorites thing. These are like, if you guys all want homework to do, this is your book list that I have
Oh,
created for all of your homework. Anyway, so here's Marbelism. So you guys can, if again, it's, oh, I stopped sharing. It's a really cool tool that, again, it's probably going to take me about another 2 weeks to like really, really fine tune it. But already just having somebody to talk to, pick up my phone, no matter where I am, and say, hey, remind me of this. Hey, remind me of this, do this. And here's what's insane. On Saturday, I said I needed this I needed Sanjay to be added to a call today at 3:30. And I said on Monday, set a reminder. She set the reminder, but then she already invited Sanjay to the call and added him to that call and sent him the email.
And he accepted, yeah.
Like
Nice.
nuts.
Super fun. Super fun.
Anyway,
So how do you get connected to it?
I just put the link in the chat.
Oh, thank
You
you.
guys
Yeah.
can click on it.
Is it
try it
Marbelism?
out.
Marbelism.com. Yeah, marbelism.com.
There's the little link.
And then, but it's got Catherine's sign-in name to it. So just delete that and just do the marbelism.com.
That's not my sign-in name.
It's just it's like her affiliate link.
Yeah.
Do you get paid for the affiliate link?
Yeah, everybody
that's
does.
cool.
And everybody should be signing up for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which, Blake, I was thinking about our conversation we were having last night. And you need to talk to Nico about the affiliate link for that program and sharing that program with all your college buddies.
Yeah.
I want to set you up with that. So you guys need to understand that, again, inside of creating multiple streams of passive income, yikes. Anytime that there's affiliate codes and things like that, like you want to be sharing all the cool things with people because you never know. So there's affiliate things that I did 20 years ago that I still get checks on.
Well, that and social media currency is very important.
But yeah, really, really cool. Like I am blown away by this whole team. And again, I'm clear I've just scratched the surface, but here's what's super cool. I just found this. So it says your AAI, so 115 hours has been saved this month so far. And I've only been using it since Saturday.
Wow.
I only have 3
freaking amazing.
of them working out of 6.
That's amazing.
Like I haven't even the social media.
Hey,
he's the
Blake,
one
are you
to
paying
know.
attention? See the social media manager over there at 102? That's your benchmark, bro.
I got
Right.
you. It's kicking my
Need
butt.
100
We'll change that.
Need 102 hours of work out of you, bro.
Really?
So Blake's first thing that he can do, Blake, if you want to share with everybody that to go to Facebook, we are Facebook Live. And if you guys could actually go and not, how do I explain this? Don't just look at it, like click into it and just leave it sitting there on your phone.
Oh, you want them to go. So you want to, like, if I have my phone right here.
Oh, and then we just mute it so we can't hear it. So we're participants.
You have to click
on
into
Facebook.
it. Don't just leave it on the feed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
go
yeah, yeah.
into it.
Right.
Got
Hold
it.
on. I'm going to do that too real quick.
So Blake, this is your mission. Every single time you get on, you get to remind everybody to go in, to open it up.
There we go. I'm the first one in there.
Perfect. The link's also in the chat right now as well.
There we go.
What
There
do
Well,
we
I
do?
gotta do it on my phone, so I gotta do it.
And then
So,
share to feed, I guess.
I want to make sure we get to some things today. We got a pretty strong show today. Catherine's got a call at 10 o'clock, so we've got to get on that call.
I've got a webinar. This isn't going to work. Then I'm a podcast guest. I'm going to have to go
Yeah.
upstairs.
We're gonna
We're going to have to
transport-
end early.
We'll transport upstairs to get on that podcast.
Okay,
Anyway,
so Tracy has a deal. Anybody else have deals you want to line up? If you have deals ready to go, get them ready, put it into Deal Hunter, say run this deal and have it ready to go. And we're going to queue everybody up to be running deals through this. Again, there's no right or wrong. This is about you getting the muscle memory and running these deals and getting better and better and better at it. So I want you to bring deals, even if you're not legitimately looking, because I want you to get the muscle memory in running these deals. The more deals you run, the better. Katya ran over 1,000 deals before she came across the one in Tempe, like no joke. So this is the training ground for this. There's no right or wrong answer. It's like, okay, how do we develop this inside of all of you? So I want everybody to find a deal, get it lined up, and be ready to share your screen. So Tracy,
can we
are-
before I want to run Tracy's deal, but we also want to talk to Amor about fractional today, because Amor, right on my way here this morning, I got a call from that one nonprofit that's trying to start the sober living house.
Perfect.
So they want to set up a call, and so I'm gonna see if I can get you to be on that call with them, and we can kind of walk through that. They have no experience at doing it, but a good business plan. So based on that, I kind of expressed to them that without a strong history, there's going to be very little to no chance of being able to kind of actually find institutional funding or anything unless we had like personal guarantees from that. So from that standpoint, so Tracy, if you want to pull up your screen on the shared screen, we'll pop into that for about 10 minutes and run that deal. And then we'll bounce over to Amor and discuss more about fractional, because Amor wants to have a webinar about starting our investor club.
Can you see your oh, there it is. Sounds like
It's being slow there for some reason. I don't know. Messing with me. All right, you see it?
it's
Uh,
still black
Says
right
your
now.
screen has started being shared. There we go.
We can see.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here's the address. So are you able to validate some of the information you see there? Like, for example, is it truly 25 acres?
Yes.
Okay. And it looks like it says that sources show roughly 24 acres are light industrial commercial use, and PUD zoning references are made somewhere. So that's pretty good. Like it's got a high. So here's the thing with that. That property is commercial industrial, and it says it has two buildings totaling 3,900 square feet. So on 25 acres, they said that sounds like they were very small buildings.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll roll through this a little bit. How much?
I
did
think
they say
she's
they wanted?
asking 1.5, I think. I gotta go back and look.
Wonderful.
1.5. Two metal
Okay.
buildings, full utilities, gated entrance. They're open to owner financing.
Uh-huh.
That's what I got. She just hit my inbox. So it's
Right.
basically not too far from me. I could just drive over there and I know the area. So that's why I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Well, okay, and let's use AI to validate some of that. Go ahead and keep scrolling through this a little bit. So the nearby market signal shows that there was a 7.01, so 7-acre industrial that went for 495, roughly 70 an acre. Another one that went for 290, which is 29 an acre. So there's a significant spread there, right? So it says to pass at 2.1 unless there's verified income. So how much did they say they would take?
Well, she's asking 1.5.
Okay, it says as an investor, buy, pass at 2.1 unless there's verified income. As an owner user, buy, maybe, but only if interstate exposure and yard land utility solve the business problem. And then as a land banker development play, workable only if you can confirm zoning use and path. So LoopNet flags portions in the BX flood areas, so site planning matters. The shark verdict is no go at 2.1 for a straight investment acquisition. A more defensible range looks at 1 to 1.3 with a stretch around 1.5, only if diligence confirms. So I'm not sure where it got the 2.1, except for maybe it's going off of the comps, right? I think that's where it's coming up with it. We could ask it. Go ahead and keep going down to the bottom there.
It says it's
Path one.
It's on Crexy.
Oh, okay. It was listed on Crexy at 2.1. Okay. So seller carry hybrid, conventional commercial land loan, owner user SBA. And so those are your three options. So best fit is to do the owner carry. So then we could definitely discover what their owner carry options are. Want to look at that with them. So shows the market value at 833. It shows prior sale at 487. We can confirm that with a title company. Just as for everybody in the room to understand, when you have a previous sale, you always want to confirm with the title company. Call the title company and say, hey, can you validate that this property sold for this amount? I don't ever want to take what it says for granted, but what it does signify and show is that this individual, again, wants to get out of this. So the negotiating tactic Daddy always taught me, offer them at least what they have in the property. So if they bought it for 487.5, offer them exactly 487.5, right? And so then at that point, all the rest of that money is what they call house money, right? It's extra money for them. They got their money back unless they went and leveraged it again. That's none of my concern. But anyway, bottom line, this is not a buy at ask deal, because again, it's going off of that 2.1 thing. But the target offer here says 1.0 to 1 to 1.2. And I think that's a fair situation. Do you want to verify the sources and see if it's talking about the same property, possibly?
You want to go to Crexy?
Yeah. Is it given the right address right there?
I believe so.
Okay. We might be able to get a map here. And then what I would show you is that when we get a map, what I like to do is I like to use Google Maps, because Google Maps is pretty decent at providing information. Does that look like the right spot?
Yeah, that's it. And see how it's all got this frontage road here?
Yeah. There's
That's
no exit.
I-240. That's a major highway.
Yeah. There's no exit off of that ramp though, right?
I don't know. I'd have
It
to go
don't look
look.
like it. Well, I go based on, does everybody remember what's called the clover leaf? There's no clover leaf right there. So what we could do is probably go over to Google Maps and do a little digging on that and discover some things there. And then what we can do is based on that Google map, we can do the highest and best use too. And then because it's on your machine, Blake is going to tell you how to go and do a deep dive a feasibility study that takes 14 hours. And you just let it sit there and cook, right, Blake?
Exactly.
So, yeah, he tricked me into doing it. And I won't say tricked. It wasn't a bad thing. I started it and then it just sat there and cooked. Like the next day, I was like, oh, it's done. I was still able to do other things on it. If you want, go to, since it is valid, can you go to the Google Maps, please? And then we can,
yeah, I'm there. I thought I was sharing it, but it didn't pop up because I got to share a different screen. Hold on. Do you not see the Google Maps on there?
No, it's
No.
showing.
It's still Crexy.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I think.
And then I want to say before we get too far, before the end of the hour, I want to get Kesha her assessment. It should be in Notebook LM.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
So if you pan out, back out, oh, look at that fancy thing. Isn't that cute? So if you pan out, back out, so we can discover where like how to get there. Okay. So leave it right there. Just hit the X so that it no longer highlights the property. All right. And then like get rid of that stuff that's on there. There we go. We're not going to search anything. What we're going to do is we're just going to do a screenshot, and of the screenshot, you're going to just select the area that's a full map. No
Well,
words.
how do I do that?
Oh goodness. What are you driving? A Mac or a
No, I'm on HP.
Okay. So control print screen.
Oh, you actually want a print screen. So my little handy dandy mobile thingy doesn't have a print screen on it.
Oh no.
I can do a snippet. Hold on, I'll just do a.
And let's try to snip it. Snipping tool. Yeah, there you go. And just snip
Where'd
the
it come
just snip the whole map.
Where did the snipping tool come? Oh, it's taking forever. This is you want all this junk in it?
So Eva just discovered that they moved the podcast, so I don't have it today.
Oh, really? Eva's the ball.
Just waiting for Sanjay to respond.
Hi, Eva.
There it goes.
There it goes.
It's also suggesting you and I go to dinner and have some romantic time together.
What is?
Eva.
Eva, I love it. That's a great idea.
I'm getting elevated by the damn AI bot. Like that's the best wingman I've had since high school.
Okay, so now you want to see this little print?
You'll just put it into your chat and tell it to analyze it for like a highest and best use of 25 acres in this area, and do like a little market research about 5 highly valuable, high return opportunities.
1 second.
Now, if you put it in there, and if I can talk to it, I can actually tell it, what to do.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get it pulled back up.
Absolutely.
My computer's moving a teeny bit slow on me today. Add this file.
And that was for investor fuel, right? So did they send a formal cancellation or what happened?
I don't know. I didn't see the email. She just
Got
told
it.
me. To Keisha, really quick, the other thing you can use ChatGPT for, because you're having troubles, is tell ChatGPT what's happening with your computer and ask it to help troubleshoot, and it'll walk you through the steps to fix the audio issue for you.
Can you see my screen?
If you want, yep.
Thank you.
If you want me to,
You're welcome.
if you want, I can dictate for you.
Go ahead.
What we'd like to do is get a feasibility study or market analysis of this area. We have the 25 acres with that steel metal building there. We noticed that there's an RV park in the area. Can you give me 5 really good examples of the highest and best use for this property, even if it's to subdivide it into, commercial, because of the commercial status? Maybe I subdivide it into 2 to 3 different parcels and uses based on your list. But give me the 5 highest and best uses of this land. And the needs that you could find in this area based on all of your resources and all of your abilities as deal hunter to discover the highest and best use of land, and provide me 5 of those great examples. You're going to hit a 5-star.
Oh crap!
Oh
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, she's fired.
It was a reflex.
Oh my God, she just literally X'd out of our 5-star. You owe me 2 5-stars now, Tracy.
All right.
Like 5 stars are literally how we currency around here.
Okay, sorry.
Amor, can you take care of this HR issue we have right now, please?
I got you.
We always leave 5 stars. It's Amor's rule. Like, don't break Amor's rule. So yeah, Catherine, were you able to find in my notebook LM the thing for Kesha?
So
if not, that's okay.
I can do it. You're going to see what I'm doing is the whole point.
Well, we're seeing it up there, but we're not seeing it down here.
Because Tracy's sharing her screen.
Right. It's okay that it's up there. I wanted to just see if it was done. It's not done. So, okay. So
There
I
it
wanted
goes.
to I just wanted to show everybody how I do this right here. If we got time. So
The question is, can Blake take this over for you?
Yeah.
Doing these.
yeah, I'll run them through it, but I'm still going to be like partnered up with them on it. Here we go. She said, here we go. My top 5 highest and best uses, best overall, is going to be outdoor storage, contractor yard. And again, like using all 25 acres for that may not be necessary, but it does not have a direct access off, right? Right off the highway. It's a little bit further down. So the other thing that we don't have to really like focus on is the fact that with a outdoor storage contractor yard, we're not going to worry about a flood zone too much.
Not gonna worry about what?
A
Flood zone?
flood zone, right?
Is it in the flood zone? Is that what it said? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it says there's a flood issue a little bit around it, so it is what it is. So the next thing is the truck parking, trailer storage, fleet yard. Like you could literally do like you'd split 25 acres, 12 and 12, and have 1 acre for access road and utilities, but you got 12 acres of RV storage covered, and you got 12 acres of truck parking, right? That's another
Which
way
is
to
a
do it.
lot. That's a lot of availability.
Yep. So you have frontage commercial pads. Like you could literally, ready for this? Caterpillar. This is a land deal that I did about 5 years ago. My brother worked for Caterpillar. They said they wanted to move to Buckeye. Actually, this was almost 10 years ago now. Jesus, time flies. 10 years ago, we found the site for Buckeye to move their Empire Caterpillar branch. It's a rental company. They moved it out and put it at they put it on this piece of property. It was 12 acres of land. That's why the 12 acres sticks in my head. Hybrid subdivision, meaning frontage commercial pads, like so that people driving down the highway can see, like, ready for this? Truck tire repair shop.
You know, I wonder if it would be, I mean, how many like signs you could erect, you know, for to rent out for advertisements.
Well,
Billboards.
usually only one, and ready for this? Billboards are a pain in the butt to get permits on.
Mm.
It's such a good old boys network unless you have one. So it's worth it. Or $5,000, $10,000 per sign.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I wonder how many you can have. Does it depend on how much linear square footage?
Let's find out. Tracy. Go ahead and put right in there. How many per the highway frontage? How many billboards could, based on highway frontage, how many billboards can we have on this property? And what are the rules to the Oklahoma DOT as far as electronic billboards? I mean, you could even put like a charging station out there and have one of these charging, one of these EV charging, but they're kind of like carports. They're not a gas station because there's no gas, right? And they don't like gas drivers, so literally the only people there are all the EV drivers. So small bay flex, yep, that sounds about right. So it shows that at exit 166 that there's a KOA right there. So again, there's a lot of RV activity there. So the deal hunter conclusion, what did that say?
I'm still thinking so. Oh, so RV was the next idea, or the flex.
Doing you could do a 25 acre RV and get into competition with the guys down the road, or you could do the number 5, which was
Small bay flex industrial.
Yeah, small bay flex, like adding more steel buildings out there to support more tenants, right? So at the end of it, it basically said highest upside, but more execution risk is the RV park and small bay flex. So
Right.
when it says highest upside, we can get into what those kind of look like on paper. What the area needs most is outdoor storage, truck and trailer parking, contractor yards, frontage commercial pads for vehicle and traveler oriented users. Like you could, I don't know where the nearest car dealership is, but I know those Chevy dealerships like to have a lot of land and they like to lease it all up. They don't want to own it at all. So if you can get a Chevy dealership to come out there, or Ford dealership, I'm not a big fan of Ford, but Dodge, any of those, even if it was just any kind of vehicle dealership, that's going to be a huge thing for that. And they only need like 5 to 10, maybe 15 acres at most, So
Yeah.
And then it shows you how to break up the parcels. This is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
And then what else we got?
Planned outdoor storage, contractor yard.
Yeah.
I like that. I told you I have some people that are already looking for land to purchase so that they can park stuff on. That's their whole business model, and they're making like $100,000 a month profit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ready for this? Go down and let's take a look at what the rest of it said here. And the billboard says right here, it shows whether the sign is red from I-40 or from the other place. The site is whether the site is actually within 660 feet of the highway right away. Can you turn those down for me, please? Thank you. So the billboard caps for billboards are 1,200 square foot facing, 25 foot high, 60 foot long. So yeah, here's all the local rules.
But it said one. It said one, right? Maximum
Right.
count.
Likely
Oh.
0 or 1. It's like likely 0 or 1. Right? Maybe. So my suggestion, Tracy, play with this a little bit more. Let's schedule to get on a call about it a little bit more. If you want to call the owner and have a discussion about what terms look like, we can do that as well. And then with you having people that could invest in it, I've got a pocket full of plans that I've put together. So I'd love to work the deal with you, see what it looks like and how it can turn out. And we kind of play around with it. So Lady Catherine likes these kind of deals, right?
Yeah,
She likes to
she does.
be the dirt and do the bank.
All right. Are you done? Should I quit sharing? Are we done here?
Yeah,
Go to
let's
your-
jump
go to your
over.
next.
I wanted to see what more. We were talking this morning about doing a webinar and doing a webinar for Titan Impact Group, or I mean Titan 23 and the Investor Club, right?
Yes, I was trying to figure out where. I know we talked about last week with Cal, like this would be one way that anybody who doesn't qualify for the fund could also, like, we could push them to this, and just figuring out. I've been doing a couple of posts capturing people who are interested in being in an investment club, just in general and stuff, and real estate and stuff like that. And so I wanted to see if we could figure out like the order of operation. Like if that's like, okay, the fund launches this date, we're sending this out. We're still collecting other names, either in Wealthwise Women, of women who are interested or people who are interested and stuff like that. I know I have a list of names of people who are interested, and then we set the date for that webinar. And I know you're going to have other webinars for the fund. So it was kind of a two-part question. One, when is the fund starting? Because I wanted to send that out to a few people. And then how do we want to do this with the fractional and setting up a timeline for that?
I think if Catherine wanted to pull up her social media manager, we could maybe try to have that discussion within that if she wants. But I think we need to have at least, I would imagine we'd need to have at least, 2 weeks? You've had successful webinars, a lot of them, right?
I've done webinars for.
Well, what I'm saying is you've been successful you had 500 people show up to one, right?
That was a summit that we did in online.
There was 500 people. I'm trying to understand like the time frame from when you conceived the idea to now. How long was that? Conceived the idea till the 500 people showed up. How long was that? What was your process?
It was about 6 weeks, and we got together and fumbled around on a weekly basis trying to figure it out. We built out Go High Level, which is already built out the landing page, and then everybody that was a part of the team marketed the heck out of it and just shared it across all the platforms. And we had somebody who was responsible for coordinating all of the speakers, somebody who was responsible for there's accountabilities for each of the ones, and each of the women took each of the accountabilities on. And I don't remember.
I guess like I don't want to do it in a way that like adds thing on on your plate. I think I want us to try and think about a way that like kind of how
probably just
we could kind of go together.
Yeah, what we could do is probably just do a webinar from, would it be okay to run it during the podcast hour and just advertise, say like we start this thing with your social media crew right here and say we want to have a webinar in 2 weeks about Titan Impact or Titan 23. And the webinar, because again, we can't talk about like the investor club until they're in the group, right?
Yeah, if you're just wanting to like do a webinar and not do a whole summit, that's easy. So I would say 2 weeks is more than enough to schedule it, create marketing, and then do the drip sequence out.
Yeah.
We have Dima that can hit all of the emails that we currently have, and we can have him set up to do that. I can set up we have the paid advertising that I can set up that says, start advertising we're going to have a webinar. Like when they sign up from the advertising now, we can set up that says, book a call or come to the webinar on this date. And we can pick the date from today. So 10 days from today. Today's the 7th. On the 17th, we're going to have a 1-hour webinar at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it's going to be about Titan 23. It's going to be about how LandSharkMastermind, which we do every day at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., is the power behind finding the deals for Titan 23. And that if you're not an accredited investor, we have this investor club. If you're interested in, doing some passive investing, right?
And learning more about
how to be a passive investor.
Doing those consistently, it's a mid-funnel nurture sequence, and each one of your webinars is just like an education on, we could do and hold educational series on different pieces of it and the different asset classes. And then
like 7 wealth, like the 7 streams of income, and you can just have that as your like through line and have the different things.
And we could even use those if we wanted to, because I was talking to Rachel from Squad Up, and she was talking about, she was super excited to come and speak and sad that we postponed it. But she said that you talked about having an online summit instead.
In May.
So what if
I told her in May or something.
Webinars, which leads into a major summit. We could sell tickets for that, which would lead into the funnel.
The bigger one, yes. I like your thinking.
Like call to action at the end is to get your tickets early for the fall summit.
Right.
What if we did that?
Daniel fell out. Did Daniel fall out?
No, I think that's perfect. And then we could also use some of those who join the investment club. They also, they'll be able to invite people to the summit because they'll be learning and they'll be like, oh, this has been so great for me. Let me invite people to the summit. And we can use some of those as testimonials and like make videos from that as something to put out, as well as maybe 1 or 2 could speak at the summit about their experience. That pushes that just continues to show the value and all of that.
Which will lead to ticket sales for the in-person summit.
100%. Yes. So we can talk about that later too.
Yeah. Do you want to can you pull up the Titan 23 thing that you made? Because we do have a meeting today with Michael Hughes. And I don't know if Trace is available to be on that call with us or not, but
what time?
3:30 our time, I think. It's right after the summit call.
So be what, 5:30 my time? I'm Central.
Yeah, we have
5:30.
We have the Scottsdale Summit meeting today at 3 our time, Eastern, and then so that would be.
Yeah, just throw me on any meetings you want me on. If I can make them, I'll make them.
Wait, hold on. So let me tell Eva. Watch this. Please add Tracy Gore to the meeting with Michael.
I want to be a fly on the wall. Can I be a fly on the wall?
Oh, Tracy Gore and Amor Porter. Okay, watch this. You're about to get an invitation.
This
Okay.
is so
This is nuts. Okay, so let me
see this
share
happening in real time.
Share
the desktop, please. Now just
Okay,
expand it.
y'all see this? So this is Titan.
See that? There we go.
So Titan 23, accredited access to curated real estate. So it talks about the difference between a blind pool fund, a direct syndication, and the Titan 23 platform. So a blind pool fund means that basically if you imagine there's a big old bucket that your money would go into and the money goes wherever the money goes. We don't do that. Then there's direct syndication, which would mean that the inconsistent fees and structures, which is the biggest thing, and multiple K1s and stuff.
Well, the direct syndication also is just one deal and that's it. No other deals offered. So if you want to do multifamily and self-storage and something else that complements that, you have to have 3 syndications, 3 PPMs, 3 K1s, 3 managers, 3 fund managers, all that, right?
Where Titan 23 It's literally a platform, and they get a la carte. So the investor gets to choose which deal they actually want to be a part of and go into. And it's a single K1 across all portfolios. And then there's zero fees that are for unallocated capital. That's a really important piece. So again, we're saving the investor a lot of money inside of these fees, because the fee drag is insane for doing the blind pool or even syndication. So this is a really amazing thing. So the LandShark Mastermind ecosystem, as you guys know, we got 24/7 deal room access. Is that a national consortium of professional operators, and then continuous off-market deal flow, which again has been amazing with what everybody's been bringing and what continues to come to all of us. And then, so our priority is that we look for off-market distressed, where we can really add value, which we've been looking for. And then the whole doing joint ventures, this is a really important piece to it. And then operator synergy. So finding, again, operators that align with leaving every person, property, and community better than we found them. And then streamlining that whole process is really important. So then we have the AI deal funnel. So of course your raw deal flow, so thousands of properties. I mean, Katya alone fulfilled on that. And then the AI proprietary integration. So we have the deal hunter that continues to help us underwrite this. And then having the daily calls here to really dive deeper into assessing each one of the deals to see if it really is viable. Like Tracy, this one you have, this is pretty freaking cool. And then the financial model. So we're going to stress test, obviously, all of the deals, which is really important. So then there comes the elite subclass opportunities, which, again, we can talk about through fractional, which is really important. So how we use AI in the deal flow allows us to collapse timelines, and then of course add lots of commas to bank accounts. We love that. So we have 10 active real estate backed opportunities. I'm only got 4 of them listed here, but data centers, the affordable housing, the luxury RV resort, which is going to be awesome. Tracy, the structured deal, the lending. And then of course we can do whatever we want to do through fractional. We can continue to list out all of those.
The deal that Tracy just proposed becomes a possible deal.
Katya's deal.
Katya's deal's not on here, right? The deal that we're trying to put together with the Moore's not on.
We got 2 more deals I need to go through this week, and then we need those PMLs. Remember the spreadsheet we're going to do tomorrow?
Yeah. And then of course we have oil and gas at the end of the year to help mitigate taxes. And so then there's the layers of actually doing the deals.
So can I just touch on that layer 3 subclass A3? So there's a PPM, that's a private placement memorandum. That's basically the document that protects the investor and the asset, right? And it explains all the rules and all the things. But a subclass A3 is a disclosure, which allows the PPM to operate as kind of like a fund to fund. And if you're unfamiliar with a fund of funds is a fund that raises capital to fund other funds. And then those funds fund assets. So it's kind of like a chain, right? And so a fund of funds oftentimes acts like a bank, right? And so the Titan 23 model, the PPM is a fund of funds, meaning that each one of those assets underneath there fall into that. Please continue with layer 2.
So the structure, we have dual flexibility, which is really great. We can either do debt or equity based on whatever works best for the investors in the deal, which is really cool. And then it's always backed with actual hard assets, which is really important. So then, of course, the back end side of it, what investors get to see for managing their portfolio and all the fun things. The investment pipeline, again, how does this all work? It's cash balance account, 0 management fees. So
yeah, it's just a cash balance account. It moves over to the decision gate. Do they do an auto allocate or do they do a manual selection? Manual selection, they get to pick their own deal and their terms and everything. The auto allocate means that we set them up on a predefined rule. And basically, if they go into one of those funds, they follow the same rules as the guy that did a manual. then this turns into a series account where the capital is then transferred back out to real estate to sustain the asset and continue to grow it so that the investor is able to get a K1.
So that it's the whole ecosystem that we created. So again, leveraging AI, which is really, important, but then that frees us up to really lean further into the human capital, which is super important, is those relationships, through the mastermind, the operators, the investors, all of that, which obviously it's all backed by real estate, which is, again, loving all of this. So the 7 streams of passive income. So we talk about this, the family financial mastermind, and why I'm so heavily focused on the whole family gets involved. It's not just one person in the family. It's the husband, the wife, the kids, all of it. And then the Wealth Wise event.
And as a nurse, I'm a nerd about doing acronyms. And when I think of a family, I think of a tight-knit group or a tight-knit family. And so the words KNI, the letters KNIT stand for how this whole program actually works, is based on knowledge and networking and the info and the teams all there to accelerate the collapse timeline. So I know that's not something you came up with, but it was an addition that I threw in there. Us nurses have that bad habit of.
So then we can talk about our Wealth Wise events for families, and then this mentoring that we've been doing with everybody, with Hoy and Katya and Blake and Tracy, with your college students, like all of it.
I have 2 more that messaged me today.
So awesome.
Awesome.
And then these are some of the deals that I've done. Raised over 154 million over the last 20 years, 1,400 deals, 250,000 lives impacted. So we've done some things.
Yes, this is so exciting. Yes.
And then I put the team here. So I wanted to add Tracy and Amor, but I felt like I couldn't do it until I got your permission. So I wanted
You
to
can
put
add
your
me to
pictures here.
anything. You know that.
Blake needs a haircut. That's all I'm saying.
I love his hair.
You know
I
what,
love his hair
Tommy?
the way
This
it is.
because you are GQ on this slide. Okay.
Like, where is Tommy on this? I don't see any boots with jeans tucked in and a cowboy hat. That ain't Tommy. Was that AI generated? Come on now.
100% AI. But here's what I do. If it's AI generated and my mama thinks it's me, it counts. I call it the mama test. If mama says that's you,
Oh,
that's a beautiful picture of you, son, then it passes. If she's like, boy, that ain't you, it ain't. You're right, mama. It ain't. I'm sorry.
So if you two could send me your photos you want added, I would love to add them here. And then we'll figure out titles. If you have titles, that would be awesome. So then again, it's a 506 C PPM, minimums 50,000, but then we can go in and talk about the fractional and add that.
Absolutely. I want to make sure that we edit that bottom down there though to email info at Titan Impact Group, and then put it, or you can put my name, whatever. But I want to do a stronger gatekeeping process with you, and also take out your personal cell phone number and put in one of those dialers.
Yeah, I just need to know which one to put in.
It's the Titan 23 one. It's labeled as Titan 23. So we have the LandShark, we have a Wealth Wise Women, and we have the Titan 23 number. So I'll make sure that Dima fills that in. Was that the end of the presentation?
That's it.
How amazing was that? Catherine is amazing
awesome.
at these
Super
things,
good.
right?
That was Notebook LM.
Notebook LM put up.
The only page it didn't do was this one.
LM, love it.
I did this page, but it did everything else.
So
yeah, crazy amazing.
Yeah, we have some powerful tools, and I'm very proud, Catherine, being able to use it. I'm sorry, in the Kesha, we're going to get to your Notebook LM presentation later. I'll go ahead and get that ran for you. I'm going to show Blake how we do it, so that way he can help and jump in and get these things done faster, better, quicker. Because I know you sent yours in a while ago, right?
Yeah.
I read lips and you can just nod your head. I can keep up. I'm pretty good at it. So, but yeah, we can definitely.
It's okay.
Yeah, but we can get on it. We can get on it. But to Moore's point, yes, we can move forward with webinars on Titan 23. That's basically all we got to do right there. Like Catherine can give that presentation twice, right? So
or any of us can give it. I can give the presentation. It doesn't always have to be on Catherine's.
Absolutely
shoulders.
too. And again, this is why we want to kind of do this during the podcast period, is because we can even set it up where each one of us kind of takes a position on one of the slides, and again, kind of because some people don't like to listen to one speaker.
Just break it
And
up.
I think that's the importance of having a team, like that everything
Mhm.
doesn't have to fall on Catherine or
We
even
got your
you.
back, sister.
Yep.
And mister, sorry.
I like it. I like it. We do have a wonderful team. So, again, I appreciate everyone's time today. It is 10:03. We've got calls coming in, and we did have a call that we were supposed to jump over to, and it's going to be for a webinar, which we want to continue to do, like continue to try and get us out there on webinars so that we can do more discussing what we're doing. So, and you guys probably see this dude over my head right here. So that's another reason we got to wrap this thing up, because these guys are going to be on top of us working here in a minute.
They
So,
moved to there. Now they can see.
yeah, can you see this guy? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
construction
literally,
going on.
I'm underneath a construction site right now.
I thought that was like a balloon or something flying around behind your head. That's hilarious.
Oh, that's
All right,
that's a whole
I'm out.
that's a whole human being in jeans. So,
Got it, yeah.
but yeah, all right. So, Blake, let's jump on a call around noon if you're available, or whatever time works for you. Tracy, I'd love to run your other 2 deals with you and do those. We can do those on another podcast, or we can do them on a separate call. You're one of the elite members, Tracy. You get carte blanche. You can call me at 2 a.m. and be like, I want to run a deal. Yes, Tracy. I will. Amore's the same way. Amore 2 a.m. She's like, hey, haven't been sleeping. Want to run a deal? Okay. So, but Kesha, not so much. So we gonna put her on a banker's hours deal. So anyway, and then Cicely,
will be running some deals.
we got to get Cicely running deals too, right?
So yeah,
It's
the homework is all come with deals tomorrow so that we can have everybody ready and be moving through.
Ready for this. If you don't find one, here's what I want to do. I want to build a pipeline for you to actually start getting deals coming to you. So if you can't find a deal, don't break your heart trying to find it.
I have so many deals that come through. I can't even look at them all. It's not possible.
This is how the team works. You get with Tracy.
Yep.
We'll set up time for Tracy to hand out the deals, and everybody takes a turn running it. And everybody gets an address, run the deal, look at it. Let's talk about it. Pull them up, and we'll work on all that tomorrow. So if you don't show up with one, Tracy got one for you, right? Awesome. All right. So Blake later, Tracy later, Cicely be amazing. Kesha, I'm going to get your stuff done. Moore disappeared, and I think she had another call. And Catherine is amazing. So let's just end with a prayer real quick. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessing of this day, the blessing of the life that we have together, and we ask that you continue to bless and guide us so that we may always do your will. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. We'll see everybody tomorrow.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
All right. And I'll see those of you later.